And good evening, and welcome to session 7, I
Yeah,
think.
you really got to get that down.
I know, I really do. I really should look at the folder before I actually start the recording of the night. Anyway, we didn't record last night, so unfortunately, this weekend we only have the one session. Someone got caught up with work. I don't know who. You know how it is. People get busy. But here we are. We are at our lovely interrogation spot, I guess. But I'm not the one to give you the details. It's the DM. So over to you, DM, to fill us in and let's get started.
So last time you had a nighttime type ambush attack while you were headed towards uh the guild, not the guilds, the cultist
Encampment.
encampment, and you guys managed to strike down a large force, managing to keep two acolytes apart, which you have now separated and are ready to try to interrogate. Um, I just need 1 second to grab a drink.
No worries. So while you're off for your drink, me and Gabriel had a slight conversation prior to. So Gabriel, what questions are we going to ask them together? So you're asking your alkaloid, I'm asking mine. So what questions are we going to give them?
Well, basically, the plans of their patrols around.
Okay. Um, Another question would be, um, where was the other group heading?
hmm
What were their numbers? And
hmm
what was their purpose of attacking the village? What were they after?
And also, I, I guess we really couldn't ask them. Like, oh, then again, they're probably not going to survive this, so we could probably ask
No.
them about the monk.
Yeah, why not? Ask them about any captives they might have taken. Because aren't
And
we?
then,
We're after two things here. We're after the whereabouts of the monk dude, and we're after the book from the orphanage, right?
so I'm going to slap him with my shield a little bit, and
Yeah.
after we get all the information out.
So we need to find out. So A, where they're heading, what their patrols are like, or B, what their patrols are like. C, their purpose. Um, D, uh, if they had captives, where would they take them? The next one would be is if where would they take their spoils from the looting? We need to find out all that information and beat them up, and then compare. And then so after we ask them, me and you will come back. We'll compare. If we find any discrepancies, then we go back and we beat them harder. And if we need to, then we let them see each other as we torture one and the other has to answer. So which one of you has the right answer? As we grind our the hilt of our sword in on his testicle. Which one of you is telling the truth?
Well, so how dark do we want to go on their ass?
Well, you can't go that dark on their ass.
I've been kind of thinking that as long as you're not too crazy, I don't really play with alignments. You know what I mean? As long as you don't go like the only one that has to really worry about alignments is Demise, because he is a holy
Law.
paladin. He is holy paladin. A
We'll just ask
cleric,
him to turn around.
yeah,
There's
he
good
wouldn't.
cultists, you remember, because they're.
Can we treat him like a little kid and say, demise, earmuffs?
Yes, muffs. What was
Muffs.
that off of?
What wasn't it? It was an
Language.
Adam Sandler movie, wasn't it?
Yes.
Captain
Was it?
America. Language.
No. Yeah, language. I'm never gonna live that down. Um,
Well,
that's what he says.
mm,
Um, was it 51st Dates? Adam
No, it was.
Sandler and
Wasn't it?
yes, 51st Dates, it was.
But what didn't he have the one movie there where he was like
Daddy Day.
daddy daycare or something like that, and
yeah,
he was
yeah,
out with the kid, and he's like earmuffs. He started
yeah.
ripping into this guy, and I'm sitting there thinking the kid's just got his hands cupped over his ear, like he's gonna hear you. Okay, but I digress. Um,
All right, so you guys break off into your groups. So I take it Demise and Gabriel's on one side, and
Yeah.
you and All right, who would like to go first?
Ladies first. Go ahead, Brendan.
Why, thank you. So, I'm over with my acolyte, Leviathan. See this? This is George. Oh, hi George. Hi George. How are you, George? That's right, Leviathan. I'm gonna ask George some questions. Oh, goody goody. Let's ask George some questions. And if he doesn't answer me, Leviathan, you get to introduce him to your great sword. Yay! This is so weird doing this myself.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
We
So
almost
then,
just split up the two people that are not here.
I
yeah,
know.
That way you and I
yeah,
can
you're right.
play off each other.
You could still do that if you want, but it's kind of hard now. But yeah, anyway.
What do you mean?
Well, you've already started.
What do you mean play off each other?
Like
Well,
you
you could
could.
have had Demise over in your area, and I could have had Leviathan over mine.
Yeah, I guess. You want to take that back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, switch them up. Okay, let's take that back. So, Gabriel, you have a way to play on now. Okay, so Demise, we have our nice little alkali friend here. We're gonna ask him a few questions. And you got a nice, pretty great sword there. Do you mind showing it to our nice little alkalite friend?
As I unsheath my black, mighty, legendary weapon that my goddess gave me, I shame in his face as if it was a pleasure.
Let him smell it.
You can smell the blood of all the people I slayed today. I haven't washed it.
Yeah, wipe it under his nose. Give him like that little cut right under that bitch of a cut that you get right on the bridge of your nose there,
Mm-hmm.
right across there. Yeah. So, buddy, we got some questions for you. Yeah, we need to know a few things here, Alkalite. So, where was the other group heading? Oh, and by the way, you see your buddy over there? You better hope you guys have the same answer, or it's not going to be pretty for the both of you. So, little Alkalite buddy, where was your other group heading? DM?
You probably had to go.
Shit. I wasn't pushing my talk. And you don't hear a peep. Like this guy is fully conscious. He's looking at you. He's staring at you. His eyes are like staring back at you with not a bit of fear. Like you see the spy movies when they try to break people
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Like he is just
he's a
he's
rock.
yeah he is a rock.
So, what wounds does he have on his body right now? Like, what,
Can I
where's
use
his...
I mean
intimidation on him?
he is
I'm proficient.
he's bloodied from the battle. You guys had him unconscious, so there's definitely cuts, there's bruises.
I'm looking for
Uh,
a nice cut. Where would be a nice cut on him? Just give me a
say on
spot.
his leg, just on his leg,
And he's
on
sitting
his
down.
thigh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I lean over to him and I take my nice little quarter staff and I drive it right into that fucking cut and I squeeze it right down. I guess this is
he,
where I roll intimidation.
yeah. Go ahead.
Uh, cannot open sheet data from unloaded module.
What?
Sorry, I clicked, I think I might have clicked the wrong thing. 8. Fuck.
Nothing. He gives it like ugh, in pain, but no, he does nothing.
Well,
Okay.
obviously,
He,
I'm not enough for him. So, I mean, I thought demise that my large figure might be enough to move this guy, but obviously he needs something with a bit more brute force to it. Would you mind, my friend?
As Demise takes a step back, he gives a sign for just 1 second. Demise goes a few steps looking for a decent sized rock, about the size of his foot.
yep.
Does he find one? A nice heavy
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
He goes over, spreads the guy's legs apart, puts a rock right on his nuts, and says, "Do you want to answer?"
Nothing.
Can I roll
Yeah, and in fact,
intimidation?
he can. In fact, he spits on you. Absolutely, you can roll intimidation.
Yeah, intimidation is INTIMID. That
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
because he is in his charisma based. Because damn,
yeah.
he is high in it.
16.
Nothing. He just
Wow.
Wow.
coughs up blood and spits. He's grimacing in pain, but he is not giving you any information. Not at least the first question you've asked.
So
I look over him. It's time to haul off the toenails and fingernails. Oh,
I get down beside him and I start talking kind of calmly to him. I'm like, look, buddy, we don't want to have to kill you. I mean, we killed your buddies, but they made us do it. We're happy to leave you gagged here. I'm lying through my fucking teeth. Happy to leave you gagged here, beaten, battered, toss you off in the ditch somewhere. We just need some answers. If you can answer our questions, then you're okay. But if you don't answer our questions, Demise here is going to get a little apeshit crazy on your ass. And when I say little, I mean a fucking lot. They might not even be able to identify you to your next of kin when he's done.
as I don't know his character, Paul, does he have a dagger of any sort, like a smaller thing than his great sword, like a whittling knife?
You check his inventory.
He has a healer kit. Would that have any sort of like a cutting instrument into it for
I got a
fine
dagger.
cutting?
I got a dagger.
Ah,
Yeah,
so I asked, can I see your little dagger for a second?
Sure, sure. Sure, I can answer that. That's no problem.
And I say to him, now, watch him carefully. I gotta step off the woods for like a half a second by this tree. So I'm going around to the tree and I'm finding all the little, like, stems and that stuff. And I'm sharpening to a point. Can anyone see where I'm
yeah.
going with this? So I'd
I
like to
think so.
find at least a good 5 and sharpen them really good.
You're
Yeah.
making fucking steaks. You're gonna stick them to something.
No, far better than that. And these are small ones. These are strong but sturdy. You know what I mean? I got them whittled down to a really good one. I take it's my turn, right, to interrogate Brendan's pretty much.
By all means. You have the
Okay.
better intimidation. I thought a seven
So
foot
Paul,
fucking dragon would be good.
he's pretty much beaten to a pulp. He got virtually no way to fight back now, does he?
No, he's pretty much dying. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And just to give you he's probably not going to answer the question that you've been beating him with. You may want to try a different question and see if you can gauge any information, or you can bleed into a bloody pulp. He is getting close to death, so use your time
Yep.
wisely, I guess.
Okay, buddy. Look, he's gonna come back. He's gonna do some crazy shit. I don't know what he's doing in the fucking woods. He's got his knife. He's whittling stuff. It's
Yeah.
not gonna be good. So, how about this then? If you don't want to tell us where they're going, then we need to know a few other things. How many patrols do you got going on out here? I wipe it off my nose. I see. Very well. Where are you
He
guys
says,
take? Go ahead.
"What were you going to ask?"
I was going to go on to the next question, but if he's going to
Go
reply
no,
before,
no, go ahead.
we need to know how many captives do you guys have?
Lots.
Oh, really? And where would you be taking them?
Roll an intimidation check.
You have to beat a 16.
Oh, I know that. hold on a minute. So he spit in my face when I asked that question.
Basically, yeah.
So I grab him by the throat. I slam him to the ground. Let me bring it up here. In my full, I guess, if you will, dragon fury. Where are you fucking taking them?
He says, "There's our camp's about a half mile away." He says, "But the information's no good to you. You'll die."
Then what is between us and that will stop us? Kind of sparks come out of my nostrils now. A little bit of
He laughs.
smoke.
He says, "Nothing." He says, "You dare venture into the camp," and he says, "You just make our work easier."
Are your numbers that great?
We brought a city to its knees. What do you think?
Well, to be honest, it wasn't really that much of a city. You did have a dragon with you.
As Demise finally walks back into the picture with these really sharp and nice pieces of wood, and I said, "Did he talk to you?"
He said we're basically fucked if we walk into camp,
Ah,
and that's where they're taking the captives. Is to their cap. But and which direction would that be so we can walk to our doom, good Alkalite?
He laughs and chuckles. It's only, he said, about a mile or two to the north, to the northeast.
Nice road to take us there, I take it.
Yeah, this road leads you right to them.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. Good to know. Good to know. Oh, yours, Demise, please.
now are you going to answer the rest of the questions, or do I have to step in now?
And he just goes silent.
He's been a good little boy so far. So we know that the camp is where they're taking him, and would that be where your booty has been taken as well? Because we have a few items we need to retrieve, if you will.
He just smirks.
Demise reaches down, grabs his hand, pulls out one finger, puts up one of the sharp and whittled sticks, says, "Are you sure you don't want to answer my friend's question?"
And he spits on the ground in front of you.
As he spits, I
And,
grip his hand even tighter, almost getting ready to haul it out of the socket.
all right.
I said, "Are you sure?"
And he says nothing.
His little fingers up in the air, and I use all my strength to drive that up through the thumbnail.
He screams in pain, and he starts to lose consciousness.
I start slapping him in his face. Come on, buddy. No, you can't do that. You can't go out onto us. I told you to answer the questions. Demise is a crazy fucker. You don't want to mess with him.
See, I don't know his character well enough to know his strengths off by heart, so I gotta keep on looking for things. Oh my Christ, he got an 18 strength. Okay, I know what I'm doing next. This guy's an alkalite and he's in robes, isn't he? Oh, please tell me he isn't dead.
No, he's passed out.
Ah, I pick him up. I'm thinking he's human, right?
Yeah.
Humanoid.
He's probably what 100, 120, 30 pounds at that time.
Yeah.
I can pretty much one-hand him with this guy. He's got an 18 strength. So I'm gonna pick him up off the ground and give him a little slap to wake him up and see if he does.
No.
Gentle, you know.
No, nothing.
I check him for a pulse. Is he dead?
He has a pulse. It's weak and thready.
I think you might have pushed him over the pain threshold there, buddy.
Well, you take it. He was in battle. He's got gashes all over him. He's been beat to a pulp. His nuts have been crushed with a rock. Yeah, he's about at his limit.
You know, Paul, you could be opening up a dangerous ground for me with my other character. You know I have saving death, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so as long as I don't crit kill them, I can pretty much bring them back.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's a cantrip.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, but once you do that, and as soon as you try to administer any kind of pain to him, he's going to pass out again.
Oh yeah, but just having him awake is gonna be all I need after that. because you have no idea what I got planned for that other guy.
Yeah.
You think
God.
stomping on the nuts and putting that? I've been saving mine for my own character.
So this guy is out. You got to remember, these are fanatics. These cultists aren't
Yeah, I
like the
know.
kobolds and the
These
other
guys are
mercenaries.
fucking brainwashed like no one's business.
Yeah.
Very well.
Oh God, God help this guy.
Very well. So I guess since
So,
he's passed out until he decides to come to within the next little bit, let's move over to the other group.
now, are you gonna walk over to tell me what he has said and what you've done, so then I can sort of lead
Yeah.
off of that?
So I walk over to
Not in
Gabriel.
earshot of him.
No. So I whistle for Gabriel to meet me in the middle.
Okay. I mosey on with his gesture.
So I go over. Gabriel, you didn't tell me anything about where they were heading, and he passed out before we could ask too much more. But we do know that the camp is about a mile or two north of here, following the road. That the numbers are great, that they brought a city to their knees, so they have great numbers, that the loot and the captives were all taken there, and that we will be dead if we attempt to enter the camp because they're just that strong, is what we've been told so far. We'll try and get more out of our guy when he comes to, but that's what we have so far.
Okay.
Enjoy.
I think I may have something. So while he's doing that, Leviathan has him heavily guarded, so he's not going to be able to saunter off to the woods.
Yeah.
I go off.
This is my great sword.
I am looking for. Depends on how well I'm allowed to go off the beaten path on this one, because I've thought of some awesome intimidations.
Oh God.
The
Try
stuff I've
anything.
seen over the. Really? Okay. Please tell me if I'm going too far when you go when you
What do
go
you,
Well,
what I'm going to
don't
do.
go too dark.
No. Just
um
well.
what do you keep rolling for, DM?
That's for me to know.
Oh Jesus! Hurry up.
So well, before I go, I walk over to Paul, their acolyte, and do saving death. It's a cantrip. I can walk over wherever I wish.
Yeah, he's stabilized, but he's still unconscious.
Oh, I don't care about that. Just make sure he's dying out by keep on doing you know, because if he's bleeding, right, I'd rather stop the bleeding and make him stable.
Yeah.
Make sure that we can interrogate him a little later.
Because we didn't get no real information out of him. So I saunter back over a little bit to the woods. I'm looking for some sturdy sticks and some rocks because they're good
And
torture devices.
you're you find readily available.
Okay. And I'm here. I kind of look at my nice shiny warhammer. Got good weight to it.
Yeah, it's 10 pounds, I think, if you look on your sheet.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
it's a
want to
good
make sure.
warhammer. Oh Jesus!
Yeah. I walk over to the acolyte. I give him a little kick and say, "Hey." So I was talking to my friend, and the information I get out of that acolyte seemed to. Let's compare some notes. The more you lie to me, the more I'm going to come up with something.
And he just says nothing. He just looks at you, stares at you with
Leviathan,
hate.
Yeah. What?
would you please hold down George with your foot to make sure he cannot get up?
Leviathan just fucking takes his foot and just fucking mows him down.
He's down on the ground.
Easy now, easy.
Sorry. I like playing with George.
So I go at the head of George's feet, and
Uh-huh.
I throw up his robe.
Oh God.
Okay.
Yeah.
George, you have a tiny
I draw out
penis.
one of the sticks. Yeah. I draw out one of the sticks. I say, "Do you like left or right?" Are you? I say, so.
Left.
Here's the questions I want answered, and the more you lie, thanks to your friend over there, I'll know right away, and I'll drive it through harder each time. I go, I want to know where you're heading.
Nothing.
Can you at least tell me about the patrols?
Roll intimidation check.
Oh God damn it! Can I use Leviathan for that? I don't have it.
Nope.
God damn it. Okay.
Because if you were saying that Leviathan was doing the questioning, then yes, I would let Leviathan do
Or
the
I know.
or
checking.
if
Yeah.
Leviathan was the one doing the torturing.
Yeah, but where you're
Okay.
running the interrogation, I think that's fair.
Leviathan
Oh,
just has
so
a
do I.
foot on him.
Well, you better give me something.
Actually, that's probably the only thing that would have get you. So you asked him about the patrols. He
Yeah.
says there's no real patrols per se. He says we send out hunting parties to gather and forage meat for the camp, but the camp is guarded by towers.
Ooh, do hunting parties come this way? I want to meet more Georges.
How many is in each hunting party? Do you know?
He doesn't really know, but you can guess maybe 3 to 4 people, maybe five. They go as a team and they hunt for elk or deer or rabbits or game. You know, any kind of food that they can get.
Gabriel, I'm bored. Can I show him my greatsword? And he holds it up like dangling over like his chest. Can I show him my greatsword again?
You can give him a close shave if you want.
So I drop the sword down and it like comes right beside his head. See, this is my greatsword. He wants to say hi. He likes red sticky
Hey.
stuff.
And when he does that, he coughs up blood and spits it out, and it's a great big red chug of blood dripping off your great axe,
A greatsword.
great sword.
Yay! And he pulls it up. He's like, yay, red sticky stuff. And he's flinging it all around. Pete's gonna hate me.
God,
So,
God Almighty!
so Leviathan, would your
Yes?
great sword like to ask him a question for me?
Oh, yeah. My greatsword. It has lots of
Would
questions.
you
It's
like to
really
ask
smart.
him what location are they keeping the prisoners and their loot?
Okay. And I
You can
take.
take care of the face regent. I
Oh,
have other
really?
means.
Really? And this is where the Leviathan actually has some good skill. So he kind of
With face?
positions. No, like with the sword. So he kind of positions himself so he's kind of got his foot on his chest so his toes are kind of facing up towards his face, and he's got the sword in his hand, and he's like, so where did you take the prisoners? And he takes a slice and he just nicks the cheek and gets like a cut down the cheek.
Oh,
Roll intimidation.
oh dear God.
Where is it? Oh yeah, he's got a proficiency in this sucker.
Oh my God.
Boom.
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
Yes.
To the camp. That's all he says.
So then he takes a swing again at the other cheek, and he goes, so where's the camp?
Roll it again. I'll give you another one.
Oh fuck.
Took and laughs. It matters not, and then just spits on you.
So I take it I'm quite hovering over top of him here in the ear shot, right?
Oh yeah, you're right there.
Oh yeah, you're
So
not going
as
anywhere.
as I said to him before, I step on both his legs. I said, "Are you going to answer the man's question?"
Nothing.
Nothing. Well, his boys are dangling to the wind. I look at the left nut and I take one of the sticks of my warhammer and I put a stick so he can feel just touching his right nut. We'll say. Do you wish to
Oh,
answer now?
nothing.
Or the God is my witness, I will end your birthing rights right now.
Nothing.
As I do my mighty warhammer and give just a tap with a 10-pound weight through the sharp pointing thing straight through the bag.
He screams in pain, and he says, for the queen."
For the queen. What do you mean the queen?
That's it.
Then,
He's out.
oh, fuck.
We gotta stop hitting the testicles.
Well, Jesus, guys, you guys are beating the living shit out of them and expecting them to live and to be able to stay conscious. I would like you guys to give me, either you or Brendan, doesn't matter. Give me an intelligence check,
Ooh, Brendan, please.
and then give me. I want an intelligence check, and I would like to have A deception check. That would go for the deception is telling whether they're telling lies or not, and the intelligence check is for something else.
So I have a 17 intel.
Yeah, just roll it.
Oh, please. Fuck! I got nothing.
You suck.
I do.